ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of More to the Story. Welcome back to another week of my NFL recap, takeaways, and summaries of the week. Um, I wanted to get into something real quick before I get into the pod. I wanted to get into something real quick. This was a very hard last couple days for me trying to work out this equipment. Um, I got some new equipment, y'all, so I can start uploading my videos to TikTok, YouTube, all types of reels, Instagram reels. I'm trying to get out there. I'm ready. I'm tired of I'm tired of having y'all waiting. I know I keep saying every episode, videos coming soon on TikTok, videos coming soon on YouTube, videos coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. Um, I'm tired. Excuse me, damn. I'm tired of lying to y'all. No more cap. I'm here now. I've got a little Logitech camera, 1080p. It's not great yet, but is way more serviceable than my last camera. So hopefully I can upload this video to YouTube for y'all. Cause I have a lot of people who rather watch the YouTube than rather listen to the pod. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm trying to work on that for y'all. I'm gonna see how this comes out. Hopefully the quality is good on the final product, because I'm still going through trial and error with this thing. Like my boy Katie always say, man, trial and error. You learn throughout the process. You live and learn. It is what it is. So hopefully this turns out good for y'all, so I can get it up by the morning. By the time you wake up, it's gonna be on your phone. You feel me? So I'm trying to get that handled. Side note: if I have a little bit of a lisp, I do have in my retainers. It's bedtime. It's 12 something. After I edit this, I'm hitting the sheets. I'm taking my behind the bed. You feel me? It's that time. But yeah. So excuse the lisp if I got a little lisp this episode. But yeah, guys, I've been working on getting this equipment up and ready for y'all. Thanks to my aunt Jazz, she helped me find this camera, and the quality. Hey, I'm not mad. It's so much better than what I already had, and I'm excited to work more, get out some reels, get out some TikToks to y'all. It's time. It's way overdue. But enough of the yapping, man. I don't yapping too much, man. Let's get into these games. It was a it was a very interesting day of football, to say the least. Interesting. You know, we didn't get too many we didn't get too many blowouts this week. We had a couple blowouts last week. This week was a lot of down to the wire type of games, a lot more competitive games, and that's what you want. We even got a good Thursday night game. You know, I can't ask for no more, because Thursday night games be buns. As y'all know, I sell out on every Thursday night game. Thursdays are cooked, but we got a good one. First game up, we got the Texans versus the Jets. Jets won it 21-13. Jets are now a putrid 3-6 on the year, and the Texans go to 6-3. And Aaron Rodgers was dealing in this one. Aaron Rodgers looked really good in this game. 22 for 32, 211 yards and 3 touchdowns. He threw 2 touchdowns to Garrett Wilson. Hey, I'm gonna say here, Garrett Wilson got catch of the year and best catch of the last probably 5 years. Can I say? Excuse me, I had to hit the water real quick. Best catch of the last 5 years. May I say? I mean, he did the jump man. He did the jump man logo on the catch. What are we talking about? I'm so mad. I didn't see it live. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was working. I'm on the phone with my dad, and then mid phone call, he's like, "Oh." I'm like, "What happened? You feel me? Talk to me." He's like, "Bro, Garrett Wilson did the MJ." I'm like, "No." That shit was on Twitter immediately. I go to Twitter. This man legit did the MJ pose, one handed, one hand on the ball. He went Tony toe taps, got his shin down. Tutty, it stands. My boy Deuce, if you listen to you dragged it, fam. It was no catches ever beating the Odell catch ever. And I'm gonna have a poll up. I'm gonna have y'all answer the poll. Which catch was better between Garrett Wilson jump man and the Odell Beckham catch. Cause you feel me? I love Odell. You feel me? And I really like Garrett Wilson. But like we ain't gonna disrespect Odell though. You feel me? I'm telling you, I'm 12, 13 years old in my room, one hand on the bed, throwing the ball to myself. Yee, bring that in. One hander. You feel me? Like Odell had this man, Odell, changed the generation. He had kids dyeing their hair, blonde with the mohawk, black on the sides with the blonde in the middle. Greatest catch ever. Most influential catch ever. So let's lay that to rest. But let's go on with the game. That was a great catch by Garrett Wilson. Devontae Adams, 7 catches for 91 yards and a touchdown. He had his first touchdown on the year as a Jet, which is a big deal because he did go here to score a lot and help his offense out. So about time he scored, even though it's only his second game. But the Jets running game still a big problem. Jets O line still a very big problem. I mean, coaching still a very big problem. They 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 use coach as a scapegoat. They use Robert Salah as a scapegoat, and they still ain't like that. You feel me? They did all that, and they're still not that good. Still a very mediocre football team. I mean, 3-6 on an Aaron Rodgers led team, it's just not gonna cut it. Point blank, point blank. Period. Period. Point blank. You feel me? Put whatever you want. It's not gonna cut it. This is just mediocre football. They win this one to a depleted Texans team. I mean, Stephon Diggs torn ACL out for the year. Nico Collins is still out with the hamstring. I mean, like O line for the Texans beat up. This O line was terrible today. Stroud was out there running for his life. Stroud had a terrible game, 11 for 30, 191 yards, but he wasn't working with much today. He can only throw the tank though. So if I'm a Jets fan, I'm not hanging my hats too high on this win. A win is a win though. Take this win, savor it. It feels good in the moment, but no, there's still things to work on. Still things to work on. You still got to get in the lab. The kicker was serviceable today. They finally have a kicker that can make extra points. You feel me? Because Zerline on the whole year was missing extra points, chip shot field goals. He couldn't kick. I couldn't went out there and kick. You feel me? Kicker wasn't cutting it, but they have a kicker now. It's looking like so. They're trending in the right direction. Hassan Reddick's first game back since his holdout with the New York Jets. If you guys don't know about the Hassan Reddick story, he didn't get paid over the summer. When he was traded to the Jets, he was not going to play unless he was under contract. So he sacrificed his first 7, 8 game checks of the season until he got a contract. Um, deal was resolved. He got a contract. Owner ended up waiving the fees, so he got his money. It worked out for him, and he played good today. I think he got a sack today. So yeah, good. I'm not gonna say good win. Jets win. Jets won this game 23-6, 21-13. And my biggest takeaway from this game, out of all that being said, my biggest takeaway from the Jets or from this game is that the Jets, they need an O line, but they also need heart and they need better leadership. That's Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be the leader, and he's constantly throwing teammates under the bus, coaches under the bus. Like this team just lacks leadership, and it lacks. I don't want to say structure because they're a nice, well put together team, but like I'm talking about like from the top to bottom, coaching is not that good. No, coaching is bad. Coaching is bad. There's guys finger pointing, blaming this and that person. I'm still not sold on the Jets. That this is a good win against a good team, but depleted team. But that's it. On to the next one. On to Sunday, first game of our 1 p.m. slate. We have the Cowboys and the Falcons. Falcons win this one 27-21. They are now 6-3 on the year. Cowboys fall to 3-5. I I'm never mad at the Cowboys loss. Ever. I'm gonna get close. I'm never mad at the Cowboys loss. Ever. You feel me? But I just feel bad for the Cowboys at this point, man. Dak Prescott ended up getting hurt, which After the game, they said it seemed to be concerning. He did hurt his hamstring. He had a bloody hand. I thought it was a hand injury, but they said it was hamstring. Ezekiel Elliott was suspended this game for conduct detrimental to the team. He missed team meetings this week. It's just all over the place for the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb hurt his AC joint in his shoulder. It's just a lot going bad for this team. Jerry Jones is incompetent as a general manager and owner. Mike McCarthy's done as a coach. Talking about kicking a man while he's down. Damn it. I mean, there's just nothing. There's nothing else you can say about this team. They're just not in the headspace. They're just not there right now. The Cowboys, and it's showing in their results. They're not getting the results. They're getting. They actually didn't get dominated in this game, but it was just they never had control of this game. Kirk Cousins on the day was 19 for 24, 222 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I mean, he did whatever he wanted basically on his defense. Only had 5 incompletions. Um, Bijan Robinson had a big day. I think he had about like 86 yards rushing the ball and over 100 total yards with receiving. This team just lacks so much identity, and it's not looking good. I think the Cowboys missed the playoffs this year. The Commanders aren't losing games, and the Eagles ain't losing games. Two teams in your division that are 7-2, I think. That's tough to come. No, the Eagles are 6-2. Commanders are 7-2. That is going to be hard to come back from as a Cowboys fans are out there. It's not looking good for y'all. Drake London did go out this game with an oblique and hip pointer injury on his touchdown catch. He fell down very hard after the catch. Darnell Mooney is unlocked in this offense. Like, wow. Darnell Mooney on the day, 5 catches, 88 yards, and a tutty. He couldn't do this for the Bears. But it's cool. I like to see my boy thrive. But my biggest takeaway from this game is that basically the Cowboys are done. Biggest takeaway. And that the Falcons have the NFC South locked up. So congrats to the Atlanta Falcons. I think y'all won the division. You guys beat the Bucks in y'all head-to-head game. They beat them now twice now. So they swept the Bucks for the division. The Panthers suck, and the Saints suck. The Falcons got the division in the bag. They got the division in the bag. Hopefully that they stay healthy and finish it, go to the finish line. I'm rooting for them, man. Falcons win this one 27-21. On to the next one. We got the Dolphins and the Bills. Bills won this one 30-27. The Bills are now 7-2 on the year. Dolphins fall to 2-6. Whew. It's a bad record. Give me 1 second, y'all. Man, my mouth be getting so dry. My retainers, man, it gets nasty dry, like cotton mouth crazy. But this one, Josh Allen had a great game. 25 for 39, 235, and 2 touchdowns. Good game for Josh Allen. Good game for the rookie again, Ray Davis. He broke free for a 63-yard receiving touchdown. This game was so back and forth. Might have been game of the day. This game was so back and forth. 24 combined points in the fourth quarter alone. It was giving me Chiefs versus Bills vibes from the playoffs that one year. It wasn't as good of a game. Don't take my statement and run with it. I'm just talking about in terms of you score, I score, you score, I score. Whoever got the ball last is going to win the game. And that's what happened. Bills had the ball last. They ended up winning it on a game-winning field goal by Tyler Bass. And that was all she wrote. 61 yards to ice the game, and he missed an extra point field goal in this game. I don't get kickers this year. They make the easy ones and make all the hard ones. I couldn't really tell you. I don't get it. Devon Achane for the Dolphins is one of the best running backs in the league this season. Absolute threat in the backfield receiving. He can run the ball, of course. But yeah, great game. Tua Tagovailoa, great game. 25 for 28, 231 yards and 2 touchdowns. 3 incompletions. I mean, you can't ask for more from the man. Tua did have a run in this game where he dove headfirst. Tua dove headfirst on a run. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm screaming at the TV, slide, Tua, slide. Just like last week, slide. He dove headfirst. The man, he's so fearless. I respect the The fearlessness. I can only respect it at this point. You feel me? He damn sure don't care about the concussion history, but yeah, good win by the Bills in this one. My biggest takeaway from this game is that Josh Allen may be the MVP. It's him. It's literally him and Lamar Jackson, and it's a drop off. I mean, Josh Allen is that good this year. He only has 2 picks on the year and like 20 something touchdowns total. He's so damn good this season. Bills are dominant. Bills, they here. They here every year, but this year they looking really good. I really like this team. Great running game. Defense is still a little shoddy, but the offense is just is flowing. No Stephon Diggs. They ain't miss a beat. On to the next one. We got Raiders versus Bengals. This was a pretty lopsided game. I won't be on for this one too long. Bengals win at 41-24. Bengals go to 4-5 on the season. They're now one game behind 500, and the Raiders fall to 2-7. And as of tonight, offensive coordinator for the Raiders, Luke Getsy, was fired, and for great reasoning. This Raiders offense is poopy, trash, and bunions. All those words. And their defense, poopy, trash, bunions. I don't like anything about this team, and I really root for Alec Pierce, the coach. But I don't think he'll have this job after this season. He just makes a lot of weird decisions. The not going for it on fourth downs, kicking field goals, calling timeouts, challenging plays. He just be doing weird stuff, and I ain't feeling, bro. But Joe Burrow on the day, 27 for 39, 251 yards, 5 touchdowns for Joe Burrow on the day. Joe Burrow, he gonna bring it every week. The offense gonna be there. It's just the defense got to hold up. This defense for the Bengals is very bad. Joe Burrow, 5 touchdowns and a pick on the day. Chase Brown, the running back. Hey, it looked like they found a Joe Mixon replacement. I cannot lie. He looks good. 27 carries, 120 yards and a touchdown. Joe Burrow started this game off 15 for 15. I mean, like Joe Burrow is just on. He's going to will this team to the playoffs. He wants to. I still think I'm gonna stand on what I said. I don't think they're making the playoffs. Still, but he's trying. This man is doing everything in his power, and I respect it. You feel me? He's spreading the ball. They had no T. Higgins today. They had 3 wide receivers out today. It was Jamar Chase, Yossi and Mike Gesicki. And Mike Gesicki ate today. Mike Gesicki did have a great game. He had his first 2 touchdowns on the season in this game alone. His last 2 games, he's had 12 catches for 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Mike Gesicki's starting to heat up. Yoshi caught a touchdown in this game. Only one I didn't score was Jamar Chase. Like, he's going to get the ball to everyone. Like, point blank period. Even Chase Brown had a receiving touchdown. So yeah, Bengals win this one in dominant fashion. My biggest takeaway from this game is that the Raiders are done, but also the Bengals, they're still in the hunt. They're not giving up. This is a team that is going to fight till they're literally dead. Like, they're in a very tough AFC North division, and they just continue to throw blows from the bottom of the table. It's them and the Browns down there, and they fighting. All I can do is respect it. I respect this team so much. I'm already respect Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Not too much Zach Taylor. Coach is kind of weird. But this team is good. Kind of. Defense sucks. But they're fighting. They're still in the hunt. Hey, the Bengals. On to the next one. We have the Commanders against the Giants. Commanders win this one 27-22. Commanders are now 7-2 on the season. Giants are now 2-7. They now sweep the Giants on the year. And every time I watch Jaden Daniel play, I get emotional. Basically. I mean, I get emotional. He looks so damn good. He looks so much better than Caleb Williams. I said it on the pod already. And I'm saying it here on the pod again. Because I'm a man. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't going no Blake, no flag, no cap. He looks better than Caleb Williams, and it ain't close. 15 for 22 on the day, 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, and I put in my notes in parentheses. He too damn good, and I mean it. He's that good. Daniel Jones had a good day himself, 20 for 26, 174 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he had a horrific fumble in this game. horrific. I mean, it was horrific. It led to a touchdown for the Commanders on the next drive. Commanders complete every fourth down. Like Jen Daniels is so poised. They complete every fourth down. Every time I watch them go for fourth down on TV, they get it. And third down, no matter how long it is, they get it. I mean, this team is good, bro. Defense is getting better week by week. Offense is one of the best offenses in football, if not top. They're top three offensive football to me. Running the ball's flying through there and passing. But they still almost lost this game. I mean, the Giants went for it on a very questionable 2 point conversion. They could have easily be down three in this game and just have like go for a field goal. But Brian Dayball made some questionable decisions in this game that ultimately led to the Giants' loss. My biggest takeaway from this game is that Jane Daniels is the rookie of the year, and he is top 7 in MVP race. I want to say top 5, but I'm gonna just chill because I'm already mad that he's that good. But he damn near on MVP level. They're 7-2. He's top 5. Shit, he top 5. Okay, he top 5. Top 5 MVP race. Jane Daniels, the rookie quarterback. Yeah. On to the next one. We got the Chargers and the Browns. Chargers win this one 27-10. Chargers are now 5-3 on the year. Browns fall down to 2-7. Justin Herbert on the day, 18 for 27, 282 yards, and 2 tutties. J.K. Dobbins, who came back from 2 horrific injuries, came back from the ACL injury, came back from a torn Achilles, and he's just turning up this season. This game, 14 carries for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quentin Johnston, who I thought was one of the worst receivers in football. Last season, he was terrible, dropping everything. This season, he got at least 6 touchdowns. I mean, this one, 4 catches, 118 yards and a tutty. Josh Palmer had a touchdown. He's missed some games this year. He's been mid. Chargers are good. Them Harbaugh brothers can coach. Point blank, period. Period, point blank. You feel me? They can coach. You know, this defense is dominant. Offense is coming around every week. Herbert is now slinging the ball. It's not just run, 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 run. They looking better week in and week out. Jameis was terrible today. He was as Jameis as possible today. Like this was 30 for 30 Jameis. Not even 30 for 30. This was just bad Jameis. I mean, 26 for 46, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 INTs. And one of the INTs was literally a completion to the defense. No Browns players in the area. He threw it right to Buddy. I don't know what the hell Jameis was looking at, but he made that pass. You feel me? I don't know, Jameis. I love Jameis though. Funniest player in the league, number one guy to root for in football with his motivational quotes, all that. With Jameis, Tay was bad. Like, get it together, brother. I'm rooting for you. But not a lot to talk about in this game. It was a blowout, lopsided. My biggest takeaway from this game is that the Chargers are still in the hunt. Last week I was saying how this is not a good team, that they're just gonna play for a position, see what happens late. They can actually be a decent football team. I mean, Jim Harbaugh is. This is a team that just scored. I know the Ravens defense sucks, but this is a team that just beat the Ravens. Like the Browns offense was no slouch, and they completely neutralized this team today. Great game. I mean, great all around game. Offense was clicking. Defense is always clicking. I like the Chargers. Sorry, I ain't disrespecting y'all no more. I like them. On to the next one. We have the Patriots and the Titans. Titans win this one 20-17. And this is actually a good game, bro. Like this is I don't like the teams too much, but this is actually a good football game. Titans are now 2-6 on the year. Patriots go to 2-7. Mason Rudolph on the day, 20 for 33, 240 yards and 2 touchdowns and a pick. Hey, it's Mason Rudolph from the Steelers, y'all. This is the same Mason Rudolph. You feel me? Hey, Christmas coming up, man. Rudolph, you feel me? He might got the powers right now. You feel me? You know what it is right now. But Tony Pollard, the Cowboys can sure use you, brother. Jerry Jones, you can sure use Tony Pollard, brother. And you let him walk. and he's obviously good. 28 carries for 128 yards on the day for Tony Pollard. Scored last week. He's been scoring. He's been running the ball good. Sorry, Cowboys. I just had to do that to you real quick. But Drake May had an okay game. He had to tie the game in regulation. He scrambled in circles for 15 seconds, y'all. Legitimately scrambled in circles, ran around from this end of the field to that end of the field, did a circle, stopped, did the nay, hit the Quan, ran again, scrambled some more, did the Heisman pose, stiff arm him. I mean, it was the longest end to the game that I've ever seen. Besides, of course, how Jaden Daniels did us last week. But he was scrambling for a minute. And then he just throws it up to Ramondre Stevenson, touchdown, buzzer beater. We going overtime. It was insane. I cannot lie. It was electric to see live. Drake May, you're him. Another good rookie quarterback that could be better than Caleb, but I ain't gonna say that yet. Still like Caleb over him. But yeah, really good game, bro. Winning the OT and the Titans winning on a field goal. Drake May, they had the ball, and Drake May did a horrendous pass. Like, it was a horrendous pass by Drake May to lose the game. I feel bad how they lost that game because they stayed in the whole game, but that's football, and football hurts. It's like that. But on to my biggest takeaway from that game is that both of these teams are suck. They suck, and they're just playing for Cam Ward. This is the Cam Ward race, not for the Patriots. To say they have a quarterback, but the Titans, they're in the Cam Ward race, and these next two teams I'm talking about, they're front runners for the Cam Ward race. Next game up, we got the Saints and the Panthers. 2-7 versus 2-7, and Panthers win this one 23-22. Panthers win. Panthers win. I mean, this is crazy. I can't believe they won this game. I was telling my boy I would fade the Panthers every week, and good thing brother ain't listening to me because I would have lost some money. But Chris Olave was stretchered off early in this game on a terrible hospital ball pass by Derek Carr. He was sandwiched. Chris Olave got sandwiched. He was out cold on the field. He was stretchered off the field, out cold, but he is okay. He tweeted on Twitter that he's doing fine. All his extremities work, which are his limbs. He's still moving everything. But this is his second concussion of the season and his fourth concussion in the NFL. He is on trajectory to start thinking about what he has to do. And that's sad to say because Chris Olave has a lot of talent. He still has a lot to bring to the game. He's still young, but it's come to that point, man. Concussions are scary. They should be taken very serious. He's got some thinking to do. But Derek Carr sucks. Another thing I have in my notes starred. Michael Thomas during the game started tweeting about Derek Carr as soon as that pass happened to Chris Olave. He said, and I quote, Derek Carr, one of the worst QBs I ever seen on my granny. That's the words of Michael Thomas, who's a free agent right now, who shouldn't really be talking. And I agree. He's not good. Derek Carr is not good. He's past his prime, which his prime was not good. But I just don't know why they keep starting him. Just play the young guys. Play Rattler, play Jack Hayner. Carr's done. No point in even keep playing them. Alvin Kamara was absolutely dominant today for the fantasy owners. He did what he could. He really wanted to win this game, but his team wasn't with him. 29 carries for 155 yards. I mean, he did everything he could. And his team didn't help him out. But for the Panthers, this offense looked like an NFL offense today. They did not look like a UFL team. Sorry. They looked honestly serviceable as a team. Chuba Hubbard, 15 carries for 72 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day for Chuba. Bryce Young, TD pass. Y'all know I love Bryce, my Bama guy. I'm always going to root for Bryce. Touchdown pass to Xavier Legette. Nice play. Biggest takeaway from this game, both of these teams are in the Cam Ward race, like I said earlier. There's nothing else to take away from this game. Both of these teams are not making the playoffs. Both of this team's season is essentially over. It's just about who getting Cam Ward. Or even if I go there, Travis Hunter. Get the best player in the draft. This team needs so much help. Actually, Cam Ward or Shador, y'all need a quarterback. Damn, any other thing, get a quarterback. Handle up. But on to the next game. We have the Broncos and the Ravens. Last game I have here on our 1 p.m. slate. Ravens win 41-10. This was shocker of the day. Ravens are now 6-3 on the season. Broncos go to 5-4. Lamar Jackson today, perfect passer rating. 16 for 19, 280 yards, 3 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, dominance again. 23 carries for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, good stat for y'all. Great stat. Derrick Henry is the first player since 1970 to have 1,000 yards in his first 9 games. And he's 30 years old. And this is a guy who Jerry Jones doubled down on and said he wouldn't have fit our offense. I had to pause, y'all, and just look at the camera for those listening on the podcast. I just had to pause and look. This man is so damn good, and this is someone who nobody wanted to sign besides the Ravens this offseason. Strange. Also, Derrick Henry got his 100th career rushing touchdown in this game. Zay Flowers on the day was absolutely dominant. 5 catches for 127 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. And yeah, Broncos got dominated. And this was a team who I was contemplating taking today as an underdog. Good thing I didn't bet at all today. I'm taking a break. I'm chilling. NFL is smacking me. But Ravens are just great. They can lose to the Raiders and the Browns and then beat this team. A really good defensive team in the Broncos. Well-coached team. But they just looked elite today. Like, they looked like Super Bowl contender elite today. Great game. My biggest takeaway from this game is that like I said, Lamar Jackson is the MVP right now, front runner to me, number 1. Josh Allen 2, Jane Daniels probably 3. And this team is trying to go to the Super Bowl. I still have the Lions winning the Super Bowl, but this may be their opponent. You heard it here first. This may be their opponent. They may be going against the Ravens. Chiefs offense still looks pretty shaky, even though they're still undefeated. But what a game, man. What a game by the Ravens today. On to the next game. We got our first game on the 4 p.m. slate. Give me 1 second. I'm going to hit the water real quick, man. I'm yapping. Damn. Tongue dry as hell. All that talking. Tongue dry as hell. But first game, we got Jags versus Eagles. Eagles win this one 28-23. Jalen Hurts on the day, 18 for 24, 230 yards, 3 total touchdowns. This man is inevitable. He can score touchdowns literally whenever he wants. He could run the ball in. He could pass it deep. I don't understand the Jalen Hurts disrespect at all. He's so damn good to me, bro. And I'm biased because he went to Alabama and I always root for him. He's honestly a really good quarterback, bro. Second all time in Eagles rushing touchdowns. He's not turning the ball over no more. Excuse me. His passing is more accurate. He runs when he needs to. He's not just running just to run. I don't know what else y'all want this man to do. He's really good. Like, he's just really good. Y'all gotta stop the Jalen Hurts hate. Saquon Barkley on the day, 27 carries, 159 yards, 2 total touchdowns. Caught a nice pass on a wheel route from Jalen Hurts. But he had the play of the season. Either that or the Garrett Wilson catch. This man caught the ball on a little out route out of the backfield. Spin move, dude falls on the ground, right? And now he's backpedaling. He's about to get popped in the back. No diddy. He's about to get popped. This man does a backwards hurdle over the defender and gets a couple more yards. The whole house that was watching was like, oh, Saquon, oh, you feel me? I mean, I'm like, damn, I just seen that live. That was amazing by Saquon Barkley. He is one of the best running backs in the league, top 2 in my opinion, right behind Derrick Henry. Eagles have gone to a whole new level with this guy at running back. Their offense is amazing. They got their first quarter touchdown on the year in this game. So you feel me? Just a good day overall for the Eagles. And they still tried to lose this game. Nick Sirianni wanted to lose this game so bad. What is wrong with Nick Sirianni? Sirianni on the day, 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions. The crowd was literally booing when they went for it on two because they just wouldn't take the extra points on field goal attempts. 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions and 0 for 2 on fourth downs. One of the fourth downs was 4th and inches, and they did a pass play on a goal ball when a tush push is like at an 80% success rate. What are they doing? Sirianni's so questionable, but he keep winning games for them. To talk about the Jags, Trevor Lawrence had 23 yards in the first half. This team is bad. This team's bad. Travis Etienne, terrible fumble today. He's cooked. Tank Bigsby has his job. Travis Etienne is not good this season. Hopefully he can get it together on another team. He just may need a change of scenery, but yeah, not loving what I'm seeing from my guy. The Jags almost came back and won this game though. They had a very strange scoop and score touchdown by Trey Walker, where Saquon Barkley went down and fumbled the ball. Nobody touched him, and this man just scooped the ball up and returned it for a touchdown. Nobody touched him. But Devontae Smith had one of the nastiest catches of the year also to seal the game essentially on a bomb from Jalen Hurts. Throws it downfield. The man one hand brings it in. Nastiness. Just a nasty catch by Devontae Smith. But Eagles won this one, like I said, 28-23. They're now 6-2 in the year. Jags fall to 2-7. And my biggest takeaway from this game, one, Jags need to fire Doug Peterson tonight. Second takeaway from this game, the Eagles are really good, and they will be in the playoffs. I don't know what seed yet because they're a half game behind the Commanders. Commanders won 7 games; they haven't had their bye yet, and the Eagles are 6-2. It's gonna be a tough race with those two teams getting in. But great game, not a great game for the Eagles. On to the next game, we have Bears Cardinals, and Cardinals win this one 29-9. Cardinals go to 5-4 in the year. Bears are now 4-4, and we suck. This was the hardest game of the year to watch, and the loss last week was the hardest loss, but like this is the hardest game overall to watch. Nothing good for us happened this game. No big chunk plays. No nothing from the offense today. No nothing from Caleb today. Caleb Williams on the day, 22 for 41, 217 yards. We have one of the worst O-lines of football. It's either us or the Jets. James Conner did whatever he wanted running the ball to our defense. 18 carries, 170 yards. Even our defense couldn't help us today. Like, we didn't start Tyreek Stevenson, the guy who blew the game for us last week. And then in his limited snaps, he was getting cooked by Marvin Harrison. Whoever he was guarding, he was getting cooked. I mean, of the DeMarcado, I don't even know who bro is. No offense. DeMarcado for the Cardinals. The man almost had 200 total scrimmage yards against us today, 193, and a touchdown. First, it's like, I don't know. We were so bad today overall. Just so bad. Offensive play calling is so bad. Eberflus is so dense. He's such a bad coach. I think I can go out there and coach better than Brody. Like, I can't talk about the Bears too long because I'm gonna get mad, and I'm having a pretty good night. So I'm gonna move on to the next game. My biggest takeaway is that the Bears freaking suck, and the Cardinals are actually pretty good. They've won, I think, now 3 straight games. Kyler Murray didn't have a great game, but he managed this game well enough to beat us. Our offense wasn't a threat, so he didn't have to do much. I mean, terrible game. I don't want to talk about this anymore. On to the next one. We have Lions and the Packers. Lions win this one 24-14. Packers fall to 6-3 on the year. Lions are now 7-1. Jahmyr Gibbs he's just gonna score every week at this point. Jahmyr Gibbs is the only player in NFL history with 7 straight games averaging 5+ yards per carry on at least 10 attempts a game. He's gonna break free for 1 a game at this point. That's what it's saying. Like Derrick Henry's gonna break free for 1 a game. Bro's gonna break free for one a game easily. Jared Goff is still a robot. He's not getting. He has more touchdowns. No, no, no. He has more first downs than incompletions on the year. Nutty stat. I mean, he's just not incompleting the ball. 18 for 22, 145 yards and a touchdown in terrible weather. And why I emphasize terrible weather, Jordan Love couldn't even handle a snap from his center tonight. It was a really bad game for the Packers. Very sloppy game. Jordan Love was not himself today. Missing throws, ball slipping out his hand, fumbling snaps. Just not a good game today for him. Josh Jacobs was good today, 13 carries for 95 yards, but just not a good game for the Packers today. Amon-Ra St. Brown is elite, damn near top 5 elite, might be top 7 is for sure. He has a touchdown now 7 straight games for the Lions. Jay Kerr from Orlando, shout out to my boy Kirby Joseph, another interception, his 6th of the year. This one he returned for a pick 6 on a putrid INT pass by Jordan Love. Leads the league in interceptions. Just dominant win by the Lions. They're going to the Super Bowl, and they may still win the Super Bowl. They are my pick. Biggest takeaway from this game is that this division is too damn good. But the Lions will finish number 1. They already beat the Vikings. They beat the Packers today. I think they got the division in the bag, and the Lions look like the best team in football. Even without Aiden Hutchinson, they look like the best team in football. I have nothing bad to say about this team. On to the next one. I think this is the last 4 o'clock game. We had Rams versus Seahawks. Rams win this one 26-20 in overtime. Thriller of a game. Geno Smith was pretty bad today and pretty good at the same time. He had a Jameis game. 21 for 34, 363 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. You feel me? He had a Jameis game. Sorry y'all for if the audio is cutting up a little bit. I'm having internet connection issues. But Geno Smith was bad today, taking care of the ball. Geno Smith threw one of the worst pick sixes ever. He also threw a completion to defense today, to where there was nobody else in the area on his team. He just went straight to the defender. I don't know what Geno was doing. And he also gave the Rams the longest INT return in history, 103 yards. Very, very bad game today for Geno. Seahawks have now lost 5 of the last 6 games after starting off 3-0. Jackson Smith and Jigba had a great game. 7 catches for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. He scored the touchdown to tie the game to go into OT. But ultimately, Matt Stafford is the most clutch quarterback in the NFL with Pat Mahomes. He's just inevitable. 25 for 44, 298 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. His pick was bad too. It was a late time pick. But he got the ball to Cooper Kupp today. Puka Nacua was ejected in this game for throwing a punch after being pushed first. Pretty weak by the refs. It wasn't really a punch, but hey, Puka was thrown out the game. But Cooper Kupp on the day, 11 catches for 104 yards. He was eating today. Kyron Williams, first game of the season without a touchdown. They go into overtime, 20-20. 4 plays in, Matt Stafford throws a bomb down to Demarcus Robinson. He one-hands it for game. I mean, the week of one-hand touchdowns, crazy. What a pass by Stafford. What a grab by Demarcus Robinson. And they win in an OT 26-20 on a walk-off. My biggest takeaway from this game is that the NFC South is the weirdest bad good team division. Wait, did I say that wrong? Yeah, bad good teams. They're Seahawks 4-5, Cardinals 5-4, Rams 4-4, or NFC West. NFC West. Like all the teams have the damn near the same records. It is a bunch up over there. I don't know who's gonna make the playoff out of that division. It's gonna be a good last 7 weeks. Yeah, 7-8 weeks of football out of that division. It's looking good. On to the last game of our pod of the slates. I'm not doing Monday night game, of course. That's tomorrow. This will be out in the morning. Vikings win it 21-13. They are now 6-2 in the year. Colts fall to 4-5. Joe Flacco gets to start today for Anthony Richardson, who was benched. And Flacco was not good today. He was absolutely immobile in the pocket. He got sacked a lot. He can't scramble. He missed a lot of short throws, missed a lot of deep throws. Just a terrible game for Joe Flacco after going to him after benching Richardson. But also a terrible game by Jonathan Taylor. I think the team only had like 50 rush yards. Just a very bad game for them overall. Sam Darnold on the day, 28 for 34, 290 yards with 3 touchdowns and 2 INTs. He also had a really bad fumble, so he had 3 turnovers on the day. Not his best game, but he got the job done. Justin Jefferson, best wide receiver in the league. 7 catches for 137 yards in this one. Jefferson is, I think, what's that stat? I'm gonna pull up that stat for y'all for Justin Jefferson. Unreal stat. All right, here it is. Justin Jefferson is the only player in NFL history with 6,600 receiving yards and 68 games or fewer. Only player ever. Randy Moss played, Jerry Rice played, Megatron played, all these greats played, and it's only Justin Jefferson on that list. Baby goat. He is the baby goat at the moment. He is he is by far the best wide receiver in the league, in my opinion. He could win it with any quarterback. He can get it in to the end zone, get open with any quarterback. He can catch the ball from any quarterback. He is too good. I mean, what a game by him today. Aaron Jones, great game by him out the backfield and in the passing game for them. The Vikings kicker missed 2 easy field goals in this game. I mean, this was a very losable game for the Vikings, but this is a very gritty team. They know how to win games, and they won this game. I mean, they got a last second dagger touchdown to Josh Naylor to seal this game. The Colts got a garbage time field goal that didn't count for anything. Really good game today by the Vikings. They could have taken care of the ball more, but they edged out the victory. My biggest takeaway from this one is that the Colts may have to be in the sweepstakes for Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. Hey, I'm gonna say here first, they should be looking for a quarterback as well. I'm not an AR fan. Yeah, I was saying he should develop under a vet QB, but he just might not have it in him. And Joe Flacco is old as hell. So yeah, they might be in the hunt for a QB as well. And the Vikings are just a really good freaking team. Defense was unreal today. I mean, picks, fumble recoveries. I mean, this team is just so good all around. Them, the Lions, they're just elite, and they're both in my division. I'm so sad about that. But that is all the games for the week, y'all. Like I said, I won't be doing Chiefs versus Bucks tomorrow night. That is for another time. I'm not doing tomorrow night's game. I was in the mood to do all the games today because I'm up. I'm geeked. I feel like getting y'all something as early as possible, and I got it done, man. I think the quality looked really good on the new camera. You feel me? I gotta ask my boy KD. That's the camera guy. That's the GOAT. I'm gonna get his opinion on if I should just probably move on and get another camera. But I think this one did the job for this pod. I look good. You feel me? I always look good. Though, you feel me? You feel me? I always look. You feel me? But this was a good week of football. It was fun. We got some touchdowns, got some OT, got some late scores, got some one-handers, got some hurdles. You feel me? We got a lot this week from football, man. Really good week. I will be giving y'all my NFL midseason mashup this week as well, y'all. I'm dropping 2 episodes for football. That pod will just be ranking teams from 32 to 1. We are not the midseason break. Tuesday is the trade deadline and also election day. But Tuesday is the trade deadline for the NFL. So we're in the middle of the season, officially at the middle of the season. So I'm gonna give y'all a middle of the season breakdown, how I feel about each team, ranking them from 32 to number 1. That will be out this week as well. I will be giving y'all some NBA this week as well. So I might be giving y'all 3 pods in 1 week. I hope y'all are ready. Have y'all notifications on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, because they coming. They are coming, man. I'm ready. I'm excited. And also it might be some guests this week, man. I have some guests for y'all. I'm excited for recording this week. This is gonna be a good week, very productive week. Like I said, video for this YouTube video for this video will be up probably sometime tomorrow. Might not be the morning because YouTube takes forever to load. But that is it for the pod. I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. I have fun on this pod. As always, I'm getting more comfortable, more fluent, more, you feel me? I'm just talking now. Before it was a lot of script. Now it's not a lot of script. I'm just giving y'all me. I'm just giving y'all what I'm seeing from these games. I'm tired of being a robot and just reading note for note for note for note. I'm dimming it down. I'm being trying to be more authentic, more raw. But yeah, man, I cannot wait to get back with y'all later this week. And y'all have a great work week. Y'all make some money. Y'all be safe. Election day is Tuesday. Y'all stay in the house because if certain parties lose, it might be scary out here. So y'all be safe this week. And I will be getting back to y'all with another episode of More to the Story. Let's get it.